Good morning. My name is Terry Morgan. It is March 27th, and I'm going to teach a little bit. We're going to practice a little bit Wudang Qigong. I'm going to have to adjust the camera here again. This is my second broadcast, live broadcast. So if I'm doing recorded, I've got more opportunities to edit out the stuff that I didn't get quite right. But this is live, so oh well. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it, especially early in the morning. So yesterday we went over a little bit of Wudang Qigong basic practice. I talked about the small heavenly circle, which starts here in the lower Tantian, circles around, comes up the back and down the front. This circle is very important for our Qigong practice. There are 3 of these circles that we'll pay attention to from time to time. And ultimately what you want is all 3 of them to be circulating all at the same time. For right now though, we're just going to pay attention to this one. It's called the small heavenly circle, Xiao Tian, lower Tantian, or Hui Yin, which is the area of the perineum, the Ming Men, center and the small of the back, the Jia Qi, the center and the middle of the back. Up here at the base of the neck, the Yu Jin, Bai Hui at the crown of the head, upper Tantian, the Rinzhong, middle Tantian, and back to the lower Tantian. The Rinzhong is connected by pressing the tongue just a little bit, just behind the front teeth. So your tongue sticks to the roof of your mouth while you're doing the exercises, while you're breathing. Yesterday we did the first exercise, which is a very simple, both hands at the lower Tantian. Ladies, right hand on the outside, men, left hand on the outside. Breathe in, both hands come up, and breathe out, sink. Both knees bend, keep the knees straight over the toes, and breathe in again. And breathe out, sink. Okay. Today we're going to practice this exercise, and then we're going to learn a new one. The new one, I'll give you a little preview. The new one is very similar, this up and down, but now we're going to also press out. I've always liked this particular exercise. It's called pushing the mountain. Yeah, the idea that you would push the mountain is very creative, and it also gives a sense of the kind of effort, the kind of force that we're trying to develop, this ability. Okay, so first exercise from yesterday, both hands at the lower Tantian, up to the middle Tantian. Breathe in, breathe out, sink, both hands lower. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. last time. Both hands separate. Down along your sides. Press down. Raise the heels just a little bit. And then drop. Okay. Now let's do the second exercise. So instead of coming here, both hands are in palms. Both hands can come up. Turn the palms up. And then press down. So as you come up, keep your palms, keep your hands straight. Don't do this. Okay? It's not this. It's this. Stay here. You're trying to reach through channels in your legs to pull the energy up. So keep your arms straight. The same, turn over, press down. Keep it straight. Raise up. Press down. Up again. And press down. And second part of this, so I'm going to add another movement. That's press out. And here, press out. And pull in. Press down. Down. Up. Sink. And this time we're going to press out. Press down. Raise the heels just a little bit this time. And drop. Okay. Several things going on in this exercise that didn't go on in the first one, right? Our Qigong gets more complicated the higher the numbers. So number 1 should be easy. Number 2 is a little more difficult. Number 3, give or take. All right, so as we're practicing this exercise, a couple things to pay attention to. One is, I talked about this position in the hands. You want the body alignment so that the channels are open and that you're trying to focus your mind and your breath on circulating the energy through these channels. The glottal center here in the palm is open and connected to the center in both sides of the chest. Right? As you press down, liver and spleen. Right? The outward press, focus on keeping your back straight and keeping this area open, so the Mingmen should be open. And as you push, think about, you've got something that you're leaning against, maybe a wall, or something maybe it's a little bit soft, it'll move a little bit, refrigerator, I don't know. And as you push, right, you should have that sense of kind of going in both directions, that I'm pushing this way and I'm pushing this way. Something that is important for your stances in all of what you do. It's that sense of being completely centered, and if I'm extending or if I'm pushing in one direction, I need to compensate for that effort, that energy in the other direction, so that I don't lose my balance. Okay? So if I'm pushing this way and I go back, I'm just going to fall on the floor. I have to have some resistance here. That's part of that resilience, that I'm going one way and I'm going the other way and I can go either and it doesn't really matter, is part of what we want to develop with this Qigong set. We're also doing a little more bending, right? I've shown this yesterday, and if you bend this much, it doesn't matter how much you bend, it matters that you bend, okay? This exercise gives an opportunity to create a little more bend and a lot more strength in the legs. There is that opportunity. You may take advantage of it if you so wish. Okay? So as you bend, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going to wherever you feel comfortable you can go. Okay? And yeah, I got this pretend chair back up under here that's I'm sitting on. So, all right. So as we do this exercise, we still have this breathe in, breathe out, open, close, breathe in, press out. Right? Breathe out. Chi. Breathe in. Okay? I'm going to talk about some of the connections in just a minute. Let's practice this. So hands at your sides, feet about, shoulder width apart, palms up, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, 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 breathe out. Okay, so we have one more thing, one more piece that we want to pay attention to with this exercise for right now, and that is the connection through the channels. So as you push out, you want to open this area, this label, and open this a little bit. First finger is going to pull back just slightly. Just no, don't do this. Just slightly. Just slightly. What that does is helps us to open up, so as you press out, you want this to open and press the energy out with. As your palms turn over, your focus is going to be toward the middle finger, which is the heart channel, and you pull in to the center and on both sides of the chest. Okay? This circulation is a little bit larger than the one we were doing with the first exercise. It's also more pervasive, I would say. It requires more effort from more parts of the body. Okay? So let's try that. Again, as you press out, pull that first finger back just a little bit, open the label. As you pull in, focus on raising just a little, just slightly, the middle finger, open the heart channel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now I'm going to talk about the breathing just for half a second before we continue. Breath should be continuous. This is not I'm going to breathe in and go, and I'm going to hold my breath for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to and breathe out. No. Breathe in is continuous. In Tai Chi, we talked about it like pulling silk from a cocoon. So it needs to be smooth and continuous and unbroken. Shi, hu. She is a breathe in and who is a breathe out. So you want this sense of it's a long, continuous, you don't have to sing it, but it's, you get the mess, you get the point, right? Okay, so as we breathe in and breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Two more times. And same as we did in the first one, this is the last. Push down toward the sides, raise up through the heels, all the way through the crown of the head, and drop the heels. This is to help the chi circulate, and we'll do this kind of ending, just at the end of every set. Press down along the sides, raise up, and drop the heels. It helps to open the body. It helps to open the lower back, especially, and the area around the tailbone, because what you're doing is you're raising the body, releasing the hip, right? You're releasing the hip and the lower back, and you're opening the leg. So your hips are supported, and your back is open. It helps to circulate the energy no matter what you're trying to do. So this morning, I'm going to just in a second, I'm going to review our Qigong set number 1, and I'm going to review set number 2. Okay, set number 1. Both hands together, up to the middle Tantian, down to the lower Tantian, sink, breathe out. And breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and separate, and breathe out. Second set, both palms up, breathe in, press down, sink, breathe out. Breathe in, palms up, breathe out, press forward, pull in, chest down. One more time. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Down on the sides. Raise up through the back, through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and drop. That concludes my presentation for this morning. Wudang Tai Chi concludes our class today. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate that. I will have this posted on the site a little bit later today. Appreciate it. Thank you.